Mona, how many have joined online? I mean, YouTube. Would you able to record noticing something?
Okay, not too many, but I think
Six.
we can.
Not you. I'm talking about YouTube. I mean,
Mona, how many
have joined online? I mean, YouTube. Would you able to record noticing something?
YouTube 7.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I think well, in the interest of time, we can get started. No, at least maybe Rajat sir is here, so
Sure.
he can also help a little bit talking to people later on. So, Mr. Rajat, can we get started?
Yes, sir, please.
So, I think well, in the interest of time, we can get started. No, at least maybe Rajat sir is here, so he can also help a little bit. Okay, sorry.
Mona, this recording is coming again, repeating it. Just make sure that it is.
Okay, I'm assuming my screen is visible. Yes.
Yes, your screen is visible.
Okay. So I will do a full screen. And I'm assuming the slides are moving.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, excellent. So we'll get started. So thank you everybody for joining. Thanks, Professor Shiva, Professor John for joining, and also a big thanks to Mr. Rajat from Alliance in Bangalore for helping us coordinate this event. I hope more people will join as we progress through the webinar. So my name is Ramkrishna. I am a professor of electrical engineering at IIT Madras in Chennai. And I've also been involved with IITM Zanzibar since its inception in different roles, starting from chair of UG programs to handling admissions and so on. With me is Professor Shivanagendra. He is from the Civil Engineering Department of IIT Madras. He is the chairman of the admissions committee. Also, Professor John, he is a professor from Computer Science Department of IIT Madras and a vice chair for admissions for this year. So we'll talk a little bit about the evolution of IITs. I'll talk a bit of Zanzibar, and then Professor Shiv Nagendra will talk about the admission related stuff, the syllabus, the pattern of the questions, and what is our entry criteria, and so on. So, of course, I think to this audience, the IIT brand may not be new. So I'll just give a little history that IITs are a group of 23 engineering and technology institutes of higher education. And since inception, these have been declared as institutes of national importance. And of course, the vision was how do we use the technology for our economy, prosperity, helping citizens and so on. So in 1946, again, this predates the official independence. 22-member a committee headed by Sir N.S. Essence N.R. Sarkar. So they created consideration the creation of a higher educational institutes to develop and train workforce, and they recommended at least 4 HTIs as higher technological institute on the basis of what was broadly branded along the MIT in the USA. and to be established in like 4 regions of the country. And with that, the first one came in 1950 in the form of IIT Kharagpur, who are celebrating their platinum jubilee this year. And then followed by a bunch of institutes, and IIT Bombay started in 58 with the help of Soviet Union, IIT Madras in 59 with help from Germany. So the two main lanes in IIT Madras are called the Delhi Avenue and the Bonn Avenue, keeping in mind the German collaboration. IIT Kanpur was started again in 1959 with the help of United States, and IIT Delhi in 1961 with the help of United Kingdom. And of course, the expansion started 1994. We had IIT Guwahati established. And then 2001, what was University of or Roorkee University then was labeled as IIT. Then we had 6 new IITs in terms of Bhubaneswar, Gandhinagar, Hyderabad, Patna, Jodhpur, Ropar. And then slowly the strength has now gone to 23 IITs. Again, to keep in mind our growing economy, the growing size of the population, and how we need more and more institutes of this kind to cater to the growing technological needs of the country. So with that, so one of the pioneering thing happened in recently was how do we take the IIT brand global, right? So for a long time, IIT was they were supporting a lot of talent to the world, across the world. Big names have, or big organizations have roots to IIT, or participation of IIT alumnus in their senior management and tech leads. We were serving also as a lot of back-end offices for IT services, service sector companies, and so on. So now the thing is that can we also grow a little, think a little beyond what we were until a few years ago? Can we go go global with the IIT brand? So with that in mind, the IIT Madras Zanzibar campus was started. So it's not just a higher education institute, a hotbed of ideas, where we aim to train young minds around the world, and in both engineering, research, innovation, and policy-driven institute. So also in the larger globalization, we recently founded the IITM Global Research Foundation, largely pivoted on how do we leverage our startups to so that they can go to the global stage. So IIT Madras was one of the first to start the research park, a big incubation center where a lot of our faculty, students who have ideas, so they take their ideas to technology and therefore to the market. Of course, the research is well known. IP is a big produce that has been for the last decade or so. With the slogan of a director of at least 1 IP per day, we have comfortably exceeded the target, and also provide executive education to the current workforce in upskilling and so on. So with that, we'll do a little thing of what is Zanzibar, right? So it is a semi-autonomous region. It's a couple of islands east of Tanzania in the Indian Ocean. So it's an island. So this is the main island of Zanzibar called Unguja and Pemba, and we are situated in the southern island called Unguja. And of course, the history is not something new. There's a lot of shared maritime legacy. It's believed that Vasco da Gama have accidentally met an Indian trader, and he was the first who guided Vasco da Gama from Zanzibar to India. So the history dates quite back. So we have a lot of trade relations. We have a lot of cultural relations and so on. And Zanzibar is something not very new, at least for them. The idea of India is not very alien. You'll see a lot of Indian population there. Indian traders who settled there for like 2, 3, and 4 centuries and so on. So there is a lot of Indian presence in Zanzibar even before IIT Madras. So the question of why Zanzibar, there is a lot of curiosity of why there was a campus set up in Zanzibar, why not somewhere else, and also of for many people who might talk to or present the idea of Africa, or especially Zanzibar, is kind of unknown. So I'll give a little bit of all 4 facets of good things of Zanzibar. Of course, it's a historic meeting point of Africa, Arabia, and India. For a long time, Zanzibar was the capital of the Sultanate of Oman until the 19th century. So you see a lot of mix of people from India, from the Arab world, and of course the traditional African population. So it has a rich cultural legacy that way. It's a multicultural and a globally connected society. It's a small island. It has clean air, minimal pollution, beautiful beaches, which makes it a very good location for to set up an institute and especially for education. People talk about safety. It's a quite a politically stable environment. It is crime free. It's a lot of tourists come from all over the world, and it's a close knit. The communities are very welcome, and it also makes it a ideal setting for academic focus. So also the local government there wants to go beyond tourism. They see the opportunity in the current century where it is absolutely necessary to create a knowledge-based economy. And what better than just having high quality technological institutes within the island, and also as a result of technological institutions having a startup culture, culture where people not only seek jobs but also create jobs. Of course, it's also a strategic location. So we are now will have access to the global South innovation ecosystem, and Africa is one of the fastest growing markets in the world. So IITM Zanzibar. So this is how our campus looks like. So it all started by signing of a tripartite MOU on 6th of July 2023. And also to reinstate that this is a project which is championed by the government of India. So the government of India wanted IITs to set up their global campuses. So the first one was IIT Madras in Zanzibar. And second one is IIT Delhi in Abu Dhabi, which started a year later. So this is a tripartite agreement between the government of India, the government of Zanzibar, and IIT Madras. Here you can see the president of Zanzibar, our External Affairs Minister, Dr. Jaishankar, together with Professor Raghu, who was the Dean of Global Engagement at that time. So what has been our 2-year journey? So we graduated first batch of MTech students early last year. We have delivered close to 100 courses. Our young faculty have produced more than 30 papers. We have patents. We delivered a lot of short-term courses for government, for industry, and so on. And at the moment, we have about 134 students on campus. So this is what we see is a transit campus. We have about 200 odd acres which are under development for the full campus, which should start from the next academic cycle. And then we have, of course, smart classrooms, a beautiful auditorium, and facilities for students such as a dining hall, computer lab, which is open 24/7, security, and all other facilities that you would expect in a gated community. Also, we have how does the academic work? So we have, of course, everything that IIT Madras does, we will do in IITM Zanzibar. So the degree is granted by IIT Madras. It's a Senate approved. The curriculum is approved by the IIT Madras Senate, and the teaching also happens in a way that we have young faculty hired for the campus, and senior faculty are on deputation also from IIT Madras. We have a lot of people who go for short-term teaching assignments and so on. So it's kind of a good mix of young and experienced faculty helping in the initial stages of setup. So at the moment, as we speak, we have students and faculty from at least 8 different countries, from different parts of Africa, India, and also the USA. So what do we offer? We offer 2 bachelor's program, a 4-year BS in data science. We started in 2023, and more recently we started a Bachelor of Science in chemical process engineering in 2025. We also started a MTech in data science and AI in 2023, MTech in ocean structures, and this year we are about to start a research program in terms of PhD, and also a short bridge course called the Postgraduate Diploma in Data Science for people who have 3-year UG, for them to be eligible for MTech programs or even directly have access to the job market a 1-year postgraduate diploma in data science, which will start also this academic year. And one important question which people ask is, can Indians apply, can Africans apply, and so on. So this is a program or a university which is open to all nationalities. So the highlights, as I said earlier, it's an IIT Madras degree. The curriculum is set by IIT Madras, and whatever academic standards we follow in IIT Madras will now be followed in a global and multicultural setting with faculty and students from 8 countries and across 3 continents. What else do we have on offer? So we have attractive semester exchange programs. We encourage students to spend at least 1 semester outside IITM Zanzibar, which could be in terms of spending a semester in IIT Madras, our home campus in Chennai, or leading universities worldwide. So currently our students are in the University of Birmingham in the UK, Deakin University in Australia, and IIT Madras campus in Chennai. So we are small, so that's also a bit of an advantage that there'll be a lot of personalized learning with small class sizes, strong faculty mentoring, and from the early years we have a strong emphasis on innovation, research, and entrepreneurship. We also have early exposure to industry and research. Our students go for internships from just after their first year. As recently, our second year UG students have also participated in top international conferences, received some travel grants to a conference called Triple AI, which is one of the one of the leading conferences in the world of AI. And as we speak, these numbers and these are just increasing. So a little bit about the curriculum, the way it is structured. So the idea of presenting these numbers here is, so if I look at the left, it says 52% chemical engineering. On the right, it says 45% of data science, which essentially means that the core courses are about 50%, and the remaining are based on the student's interest to choose. So you can still be a data science and AI, but you may also take courses in physics if you like. You may take courses in, say, biotech if you want to work in healthcare applications. You may also choose robotics and autonomous systems and several such. Similarly, if you're in chemical engineering, you can also do a lot of other courses which are outside the domain. And also this takes care of the fact that more and more research teaching is getting multidisciplinary. So you just cannot draw a hard line saying that, okay, this is mechanical engineering, this is civil, this is chemical, and so on. So I think we have 3 faculty here, and I think from different departments, and we do a lot of work which intersects into each other's areas of interest or even departments. So the curriculum is designed keeping in mind the multidisciplinary nature of applications, research, and also what the world demands now. So long time ago, at the end of 10th standard, people used to choose between PCB or PCM. Like very few boards would kind of allowed to take both biology and mathematics. But now things are different. We have a lot of mathematicians, engineering working with biologists, working with the medical field, neuroscientists, and so on. And also a lot of biologists now looking at the importance of learning math, at least through the tool called data science. So things are getting more and more multidisciplinary, and the curriculum is designed keeping that in mind. So how does the student composition look like? So we are 134 students on campus, 87 men, 47 women, almost 50% are from India, then from Tanzania, and we have people from Zambia, Kenya, Uganda, Ethiopia, and so on. 35% of our students are women, and 12 are from India. Again, the question comes, is it safe for women? So we have 12 students who are from India, who finished their 12th standard here or their bachelor's here and have come to Zanzibar for their master's program. So that kind of addresses the question of diversity and safety, and how good it is for women candidates. We have a strong internship program. I think this list is getting updated. So we have a dedicated industrial internship program as a part of curriculum at the end of 6th semester. Our senior most batch is in the 6th semester, and they are interviewing for internships. Even before that, much of our kids did internships at several local companies. The MTech students have been placed at different places, locations. So Superdoll is a company in Dar es Salaam in Tanzania, and people have gone to other companies such as Bosch, NetWeb, Systech, and again this list is getting added as the second year's MTech, the second batch of MTech students are getting placed at different locations. We are a young institute, but still, we have a lot of presence in research. Our young faculty are researching across 4 different areas, which emerged as 4 labs called the Insight Lab. We have the Midas Lab, the SAIL Lab, Visual AI Lab, which focuses on different kinds of things from agriculture, healthcare, to areas looking at robotics, small object detection, optimization, and so on. So these 4 labs have over the past 2 years produced more than 30 publications. Our students plus faculty have won multiple grant challenges, and we have received travel grants to conferences in excess of $20,000 US. We engage with a lot of local research foundations, starting from UNESCO, the Gates Foundation, the Zanzibar Malaria Elimination Program, and in addition to a lot of industry that we engage on a day-to-day basis. So we partner with a lot of industry, with a lot of academia. So industry, including several of the government organizations, some of the private organizations gave us scholarships and so on. So the presence is big, and this is again, as I said, this will keep growing faster over the years to come. We do a lot of student events. We had the Industrial Day in 2024. More recently, we had the Innovation Day, where about 25 to 30 startups came and presented their ideas to IITM Zanzibar. We now have an office dedicated to new startups. We also did a student showcase where students could present their ideas, however, technically feasible or infeasible they may be. We had industries coming to hear those ideas and do a short connect between students and the industry. And we saw a lot of industry people getting interested in student ideas. So the idea is to say that we just do beyond course and exams. There is a lot of activity happening for the students to enhance their career objectives. So I'll take a little pause here. Again, I kept this a little brief. If there are questions, I can answer. And later I'll invite Professor Shiv Nagendra to talk about the admission process. So thanks for listening. So Professor Shiv Nagendra, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Professor Ram. You all see my screen? Good to go? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, sir. Good to go.
Okay. So first thing, you just notice that this is the web page where you will get more details about the admission process. So you know that we are having a 4-year UG program in BS in data science and artificial intelligence, and BS in chemical engineering, chemical process engineering. And for the eligibility, you need to have 12th class, recognized by central or Indian State Board matriculation. So you are equivalent. So 12th is passed is required. And then we have equivalent if you are, your friends or somebody is writing from the outside India, then you have to be equivalent to this advanced certificate of secondary education, Form 4/6, or general certificate education, GC examination. It's an advanced A-level Cambridge International ASEA level examinations. So you can also have, diploma program or IB or any school, board, university examination in India or any foreign country recognized as equivalent to 10+2 systems by Association of Indian Universities. So it means that any examination which is equivalent to the 12th class in India, which is recognized, are eligible to, write this examination and join this program. So coming to the examination, so we have a The selection will be made based on the 3 stages. Stage 1 will be an application assessment, where it will be carried for about 10 marks, and stage 2 will be screening test, which carries 60 marks, and stage 3 is for online interview, which carries 30 marks. For the assessment of applications, we'll try to look at it, your whatever the informations you will give, your marks in the 12th, and your co or extracurricular achievements, and then the final selection will be based on your screening test and online interviews. So coming to the question patterns in the screening test, we have 3 types of questions: multiple choice questions, what we call it as an MCQ, multiple select questions, MSQ, where here in this case more than one will be the right answer, and then we also have a numerical answer type questions, where you have to key in the actual answer after do the calculations. Then there is no negative marks of any of these type of questions. And just to give us some examples for you to how the MCQ will be looks like. So for example, Professor Rama has already indicated, you can also guess when did the IIT Madras Zanzibar campus started, in which year. So you can look at it. The answer is 2023 C. That should be your answer for MCQ question. For MSQ question, now in this case, we have just put a simple question. Which of the following are the even numbers? You know the even numbers here, you can write it. In this case, it is A and C. And similarly, for the numerical answer type questions, the candidate has to give the response in numerical answers, where he has to type the actual answer. So here in this case, the value of pi. So 2 decimal, you have to give 2 decimal places value. So 3.14 is the answer. So now, if you want to get more details about the screening test, you can scan this QR code. It will take you to that, and you will also get the syllabus and also the previous year question papers. Now coming back, the general way of distribution of the marks. So the general aptitude will be 50 marks, and technical aptitude will be 50 marks, and general aptitude will be 10 marks. And among them, within your the questions, there will be 25 marks for the mathematics, and the physics and chemistry will be weightage of about 15 marks. So that's the overall distribution. So more important dates, the application closes on April 30th, this month 30th. So we have limited time. You can just keep scanning and submit your application. The exam will start on 6th June 2026. And it is always between 2 to 5 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And if you are writing from other parts of the outside India, then we will indicate what is the time the exam will going to start through an email after your registration. Then the online interview will going to start in the mid of June, and admission offers will start from early July, and the semester will start from October 2026. And there are now the next question is, where I am going to write the examination? So you will have many online examination centers that are available. You can try to look at it. In Tanzania, we have about 4 centers. In Zanzibar, again, 1 center. Kenya, Zambia, Uganda, Ethiopia, Malawi, Nigeria, South Africa. So we have many centers in Africa. In Middle East, we have Dubai, Qatar, and Oman. And we'll also update you looking at the current condition, which are the centers will be more feasible for you to write the examination. And in India, we have most of the major cities, we have centers, and you can look at in south, north, east, west. So we have almost all major cities, we have centers for writing this examination. Now coming to the fees and fellowships, the scholarships available, the tuition fee for this course is about $12,000 per year. And if it is for MTech program, it is about $6,000 US per year. And we have an on-campus accommodation that will cost another $2,500 US per year. And we have a great support for scholarships, and there is a portal available. And sometimes they also offer you fees waiver aspects in case the committee feels you are deserving it. And so there is a support from SBI to the students who are joining, IIT Madras Zanzibar campus. So I think I just wanted to share you that there are plenty of ways you can visit Zanzibar. There are almost all major cities from India. We have airlines, either Kenya Airlines or Ethiopia or Air Tanzania. They have a flight. You can directly go to that. Then the flight will be either can go to Dar es Salaam, and then we also have a 2-hour high-speed ferry. You can enjoy, go by that, or you can go from Middle East. There is a flight from Dubai, Doha, or Muscat, Abu Dhabi. You can also from other global hubs like Nairobi, Addis Ababa, then Istanbul, Amsterdam. So there are many international flight service available to reach Zanzibar. It means that it is a a well-known tourist place, and now it also offers great technical education. So once if you reach the airport, Zanzibar airport, then there is a plenty of in fact the institute offers students to reach to the campus. We have a bus service. You can also avail that. Otherwise, you can use taxi or for ferry boat port. You can use those services. Then we also essentially, so you need to have e-visa because you need to come and stay in the campus for more days. Then you need to have also a yellow fever certificate because that is a more important when you are visiting in Africa. Then you also mandatory Zanzibar specific travel insurance. You need to have it. Generally, you can have a visa for a single entry. Then after you reaching there, then we will help you to get Tanzania e-visa portal to apply a student permit. And this will supported by our IIT Madras Zanzibar Administrative Office. So you don't have to worry. When you just get admitted, reach there, then our office will help you to to get the student permit. I just keep remember you need to have a mandatory insurance, and then that's cost you about $45 US, and you need to have yellow fever. That is also a mandatory vaccine requirement. This is a very nice campus, as Ram has already showed you. Beautiful blue skies and also the crimson red sun. You can always explore beautiful beaches, and more importantly, well set technical education training at IIT Madras Zanzibar campus. So you have friends to enjoy both with nature and also collaborating, interacting with international community. So these are some events at IIT Madras Zanzibar campus, and of course it's more colorful, and we have birds, flora, fauna, so many things. You can see that. It's much more, and this is something which is at this time you are showing all these things. I'm sure that you are all eager to have it. So we have plenty of foods available, meets everybody's interest and requirement. So so it's for snacks and food, lunch, and so now why are you waiting? So just scan and look for details about IIT Madras Zanzibar. I'll stop now, and so now if you have some questions online or offline, Professor Ram and John and myself will try to answer that. Over to you, Mona, madam. I'll stop now.
if you have questions, you may just raise your hand and ask questions. You can.
Ram, I just need to go to gate office for some work, so maybe
Sure. I will.
please go ahead with you, and John will continue. Okay?
Yeah, sure. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
So, Rajat sir, you can maybe ask questions on behalf of students who may be little hesitant to ask questions. The usual questions which people, parents or students may have.
So as of now, sir, I have one question only for the preparatory test.
Mhm.
How different it is from JEE Mains or JEE Advanced?
Okay, it should be close to JEE Mains levels. The only addition is that we have a dedicated section for English or language and a section for usual aptitude, which is like logical thinking or reasoning or data interpretation and so on. So we have a sample paper which is online, but I think the main technical part would be around the JEE Mains level. And also, we will supplement it with an interview process, which will largely, of course, your technical competence is tested, but also, overall personality is what we also look at. So our entire process of admission has three components. First, we look at the application. Application includes 11, 12 standard marks. Anything else that, things like excellence in sports or any other leadership activities. Then we look at the marks in the exam and also the performance in the interview. So, but the written exam is largely around the JEE Mains level, just to make it a little more kind of approachable, or for a worldwide kind of approach. We have taken that it should be accessible to as many people as possible.
Another question, sir. Most of the students will be are Indian origin, right? So as of now, they will be also want to know that what will be the cutoff. Suppose if the examination is JEE Mains level, so what percentile range we can expect that if we are scoring something in JEE Mains, similar percentile is there in IIT Madras Zanzibar entrances, so I will be able to qualify that. So basically to judge, a student should judge that, okay, if I prepare for this examination, I'll be qualifying it. This is made for me.
So I would say around the 90 percentile should be a good number.
Okay.
To say. Possibly, I don't know, if you are 85, you put a little more effort, you can get to that cutoff stage. But around that 90, I think, is a good number that you can look at.
Thank you, sir.
And we also do a bit of a preparatory classes starting from end of April till beginning of June. So some of our young undergrad students will just mentor the students to face the exam, because people come from multiple nationalities. How do you get everybody on the same platform, and just help little bit of help the nerves a little bit to say that this is an exam which is most people can crack it. So you don't need to get worried about the enormity of an IIT exercise and so on. So that, I think, once you register, pay the fees, we will onboard you onto our tutoring sessions, which will start in a couple of weeks from now.
Right, sir. So this will actually help us also to guide the students that they have one more opportunity to, if they are not qualifying JEE Advanced, yes, they have another opportunity in form of Zanzibar, getting a degree of IIT Madras.
Absolutely, sir.
Right. So, sir, can we expect some kind of sample papers from you, or?
Yeah, so the things are online. So what I can do is I can send you by email the sample paper, the exact, the syllabus is we have the previous year's paper itself. I can send you those, which you can circulate among your students and parents and so on. They are on the website, but just for a little ease, I will just send it to you after this call.
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. From the attendees, Mohana, can you let Mr. Zabir speak? He has raised his hand, so.
Done, sir.
Yes. Yeah, Mrs. Abir, you can ask your questions.
Yeah, hi. I'm a parent, and I just wanted to understand what type of infrastructure is available at Zanzibar. For the BS in data science and AI, do we have GPUs locally as a local infrastructure?
Yes, sir. All computational facilities are available as much as needed for the coursework. We also have access to our high performing computing facilities at the Chennai campus, which is like really the state of the art. So for now, for our coursework, as much as we need, we have facilities. We are just updating it as and when we require. But for now, I think all the classrooms, the labs are all fully equipped for whatever you need for basic teaching and research.
And I've been to the IIT Madras labs and other facilities. So similar facilities are already available in Zanzibar.
Yeah, so okay, IIT Madras is a 66-year-old institute across some 17, 18 departments. But slowly we are building up as we grow. I think everything will be replicated there. So now we have finished 3 years of UG in data science. We will finish 1 year of UG in chemical processes. And the labs for both of these are slowly being set up as and when the curriculum requires. So I think once we are in a steady state, we will be matching or maybe possibly bettering the facilities that we have at. So like, for example, all our classrooms are equipped with smart facilities, which in IIT Madras, we still have some of classrooms which are of the traditional style. So as and when the need comes, we will keep on upgrading as per the course, the research and project requirements.
Oh, right. That's good. Excellent initiative,
Thank you.
Mr.
So
Ram.
you're from
And
where, sir?
I'm originally from Chennai, and
Okay.
but I'm at the moment in Gulf. So
Okay.
so we have. I'm actually a part of the Indian diaspora over here. Where there are a lot of students over here. So this will be something probably interesting for them. So I will also do my efforts in spreading the word around.
Yeah, please
Inshallah.
encourage people to apply. It's a wonderful opportunity. We are growing and we are growing quite fast. And I think the region of opportunities now is a lot of opportunities across Africa, East Africa in particular, and including the Middle East. Of course, if we just ignore the current turmoil, but I think the lot of growth opportunity comes from these two regions in addition to the markets such as India and so on. So the opportunities are just growing exponentially. And I think there will be, so people ask me, what about jobs? But I think we are getting emails from several companies asking when your students will graduate. And so that I think something which is not a worry for me is where will these students go? So the opportunities are waiting as soon as the students graduate.
Exactly, rightly said, sir. Rightly said. No problem. Thank you. I will do my efforts, and all the best.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your answers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
So there is one question on YouTube.
Yeah, okay. If you, Mohana, can you read out?
Sir, I'll read it out.
Yeah, please, sir.
Hi, what can a candidate expect in the online interview?
Okay, good question. See, the online interview will be, more like, we get to know each other because multiple phases. Of course, it will be a little bit of small technical conceptual questions. It will be more about your personality, what interests you, why you are ready to go international for your UG studies. And it's also an opportunity for you to ask us questions. So it will be more not like a rapid fire viva or a quiz question, but it will just be to get to know each other a little more. So to see how prepared you are to face an international campus. So based on that performance, we can also refer you to people who would want to give scholarships. And mind you, the scholarships are not necessarily need-based, right? So there are donors who would want to train or invest on future leaders as they see it. So irrespective of financial status, so there are a lot of merit-based opportunities that are available. So it will help us assess those kind of qualities a little better through the online interview, and it will also help you know us a little more, because you are committing to us for 4 years in a campus which is new and which is also outside country. And for now, for some reason, Zanzibar is still a little unknown in the Indian community, but I think that will surely change as the years progress. Okay, good. So I think if there are no more questions, we can just hold on for a couple of minutes and then maybe end the session. So anybody from the audience would like to raise their hand and ask questions, please feel free to, or just type it in the chat box. Okay, good. I think Mohana, we can end the call. I'll just end by saying thank you to Rajat sir for helping organize this. Thank you to Mr. John,
Thank you,
and
sir.
to Mohana for organizing this. If any questions, you can always write to us. We are available on email all the time. Any material you think you need and you're unable to find on the website, any issues related to the application, the website, or the payment issues and so on, please feel free to write to us and we will reply to you immediately. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks everybody for joining.
Okay, bye.